Hello there, this is Alyssa Ariel, and today I wanted to do a special video because today is kind of a special day. No, it's not a holiday, but today, September 27th of 2021, is the beginning of another period of Mercury retrograde. And the reason why this one is so special, I know I've never really talked on any of my videos about Mercury retrograde, and I'm not, like a professional astrologer or anything, but I just believe that everything is energy, as Einstein said, and I believe that, there are no coincidences in the universe. And so I was doing some research about Mercury retrograde in general, and also this particular Mercury retrograde. And I thought I really wanted to share this with you, especially, listen up, if you are even entertaining the idea of getting back together with an ex, or there's somebody from your past that you're just kind of wondering if there might be a chance. Because here it is. This is the final Mercury retrograde of 2021. And so far, we have made it through the retrograde in Aquarius, which was, I believe, around January, February, and it was a mentally exhausting one. And then there was a retrograde in, it was in May, June, because it was in Gemini, a very chaotic, gossipy, kind of maybe gossipy time for some of us. But this time we're actually going to be catching a break. So from September 27th today to October 18th, the planet of Mercury is going to be moving backwards again in the sign of Libra this time, which is a sign that is known for being very peaceful, very harmonious, and relationship oriented. So because Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and affection, so because of this, our social lives are really going to be in focus during this retrograde. You might be feeling the need to deepen, the need to recalibrate some of your most important relationships. I'm actually looking in my notes here because I want to make sure I don't forget to tell you some things. So basically, Libra is the sign of one-on-one partnerships. So this is why I told you to kind of listen up if you have an ex that you might want to get back together with, or maybe you're not sure if that would work out. I just want to tell you that right now would be a very auspicious time for that. So Mercury retrograde, just in general, is always going to have us revise, review, and rethink. And in the sign of Libra, which it is right now, it's going to have us revising and rethinking how we're relating to one another and trying to find more balance and fairness within the relationships that really matter to us the most. And this includes romantic partners, of course, but it also includes friends, family, and even our coworkers. And so we're looking to make our communication, because the planet Mercury has to do with communication. And then Libra is about peace and harmony. So we're looking about, what we're questioning is, how do I make my communication much more harmonious and peaceful? And how do I accomplish that? By being more clear. And also, this is a really good time to really find your relationship patterns, any kind of relationship patterns that you just, it keeps coming up, and maybe you've just never really gone there to do the inner work. so that you can, have healthier relationship patterns. This is a good time for that. So I'm kind of excited about this. Like I said, it's the last one of the year. And just as a caution, there can be some communication mishaps. And I wanted to kind of point out, because I did mention, if you're looking to get back together with an ex, there are some very common mistakes that a lot of women make when they get back with an ex. And I think I'm going to do a separate video about that, because I don't want to make this a really long video. Also, I'm feeling inspired to do some individual readings. I'll pull some cards, some tarot cards. If you have relationship questions, or really it could be any kind of questions at all, but particularly for those of you who are, thinking about an ex and wondering, would that work out? Any specific advice that might be good for you in going in that direction? Because I really love doing very specific readings for specific people. And, there are a lot of people who do readings for like just very, very general. And I really prefer connecting one-on-one and really answering personal questions. So I'm going to put a link down in the underneath this video to give you more information about that. I believe I will be doing that probably Sunday at around 1 p.m. Eastern. And the readings will be very, very reasonable, like $7 US. And it's, basically just, you give the name of the person. Will we get back together? And whatever question you have about that. Will we get back together? What do I need to do to get back together with this person? What do I need to watch out for? Whatever your specific questions are about that. So check the information below this video. And yeah, so this is just a time to really, with Mercury retrograde, even in general, it's a time to slow down. Slow down, and I would say, and this leads me to the most common mistake that I see women make in getting back with an ex. They'll be like, well, we talked and he said, he was going to change this, or he was going to do better, or whatever. And, talk is just that. It's talk, right? And Mercury retrograde really reminds us, get it? Reminds us to slow down. So the main mistake that women make is they jump right back in to the fire. They jump right back into a relationship. And in my opinion, when you restart a relationship, you reboot a relationship, you start from zero. You need to start with, okay, we're going to go out on some dates, just like we're starting over from the very beginning. You can't just go back into the same relationship you had, because if you do that, you're going to get the same results that you got before. So you're going to want to start over from zero. And that, as I mentioned earlier, second mistake is a lot of people, women, because that's mainly who my clients are, they don't they fail to do the inner work. And a big part of that work, which I mentioned earlier as well, is about examining your patterns in relationship. How do you fix something if you don't even know what your pattern is? And that inner work is so important. And you might be thinking, well, he's the one that did this or that or the other. And you know what? It doesn't matter who did what, because by you doing your own inner work, that is really going to be the key to you being able to know very, very clearly whether or not going back into, relationship with this person from the past is really going to be for you. Because a lot of times if you do the inner work and now you're really showing up as a person who loves herself, genuinely loves herself, because she's healed the childhood wounding that made her feel not good enough, unwanted, whatever it was, abandoned, all of this stuff from your childhood that you've been bringing, you've been showing up with all this baggage, and just your relationship ends up looking once again just like your childhood. But once you get rid of all of that, you may be really surprised by how you feel towards this person. This may have been somebody that, oh my God, I want him back so bad. You do the inner work and you really change who you are on the inside. You may not even want the guy back, because one of two things is going to happen. When you do the inner work on yourself, either you're going to change so much and you're going to transform so much. Oh, by the way, that's one of the key words with this particular Mercury retrograde is transformation. So we do have an opportunity here for complete transformation. So it may be that your ex is also doing a lot of inner work for many of you. Of course, this isn't going to apply to everybody, but take it as it applies. But either you will transform so much that you will no longer want to be with him, or he may actually transform just from the fact that your energy has completely changed and you're now showing up very differently. Like, remember, people cannot treat us any better or love us any better any more than we love ourselves, because like energy attracts like energy. Everything is energy. So that's enough for this video today. I didn't want to make it so long. Check the description box below if you want to get in on a personal reading for Mercury retrograde. And I'll see you in the next video.